And the Blues Brothers fun continues after the news and reflections.
An unforgettable story of love and war, north and south. Two friends, one consumed by a forbidden passion.
I know who you're thinking about, but it's impossible. She's out of your reach now.
Their friendship put to the test.
Ori, no!
A young soldier cheated by fate.
The woman I love is married to somebody else. God, I'll show you what it means to be my wife.
With Robert Mitchum, Elizabeth Taylor, Gene Simmons, Kirstie Alley, David Carradine and Leslie Ann Down. North and South, a new 6-part series starting next Monday at 9 on ITV.
More international travellers choose to fly with British Airways than with any other airline. That's why it's saluted as the world's favourite airline. In fact, it's been turned into one of the world's most profitable international airlines. Even here in Britain, one does detect a certain sense of pride in the fact that British Airways is now bringing in a gross revenue of over £300,000 every hour. That's the kind of success you have to take your hat off to. No wonder the world's favourite airline is Britain's highest flying company.
When bills come at you like bolts from the blue. When the road to your new home seems impassable. When you need to overcome the unexpected. Shelter your family from financial storms with the Royal Bank of Scotland.
Could suggest that the 1.6-litre Rover will improve your performance. And you probably wouldn't argue. And we could say it will help lead to a quieter life. And you're not in agreement. And we could even claim that the car will do wonders for your social life. And you might be intrigued, but not entirely surprised. However, if we were to tell you that the restyled 1.3 or 1.6-litre Rovers could come to you for less money than a dozen sets of professional golf clubs, that you might find rather incredible. But then, from only £6,790, the Rover 200 Series is rather an incredible motor car.
Dixon's unbeatable Christmas deals. This superb Seisho portable stereo, great value at under £30. Save £120 on the Minolta 7000 camera outfit with autofocus zoom lens. Save £30 on this Yamaha stereo keyboard with synthesizer plus free headphones. Save £44 on this Canon Type Star electronic typewriter. Dixon's deals, we guarantee you can't buy better.
John Mackenzie, the name for cars. John Mackenzie in Verori, for cars you know by name.
£15 trade-in offer on your old colour cabinet heater when you buy a new one now from J. Scott & Miller, Kirkwall and Riro Supplies, Lerwick.
This week's TV Times introduces North and South, the blockbuster series set against the American Civil War, and the families torn apart by the impending conflict. We meet one of its stars, Britain's Leslie Ann Down, locked in a real-life battle for her son. Win seats at the American Super Bowl. Don't miss a thing on ITV and Channel 4 with this week's TV Times.
The only problem with the news you read today is that it actually happened yesterday. And the news situation is changing even as we talk. Thanks to a direct link with ITN, Oracle's headlines are on the air in minutes. Press a few buttons on your keypad and you can read all about it without leaving your living room and whenever you choose. It's absolutely free to anyone with a teletext set. So for that updated picture, page your Oracle.
In this month's First Tuesday, a look at two areas of life associated with the past, but still present in 1986. At least 2 babies a week are abandoned in Britain. But what are the stories behind the headlines, the motives and the emotions involved? Then we go upstairs to the yuppies of the southeast, who now employ domestic servants downstairs as maids, nannies, butlers and cooks, servants recruited from a large pool of unemployed northerners. Abandoned babies and life upstairs downstairs, 2 revealing stories for December's First Tuesday, 10:30 tomorrow on ITV.
ITV presents the world premiere of Torvill and Dean's Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice, a love story, soon on ITV.
At 11:55 this evening, we join the Odeon Cinema, Leicester Square, in the presence of Their Royal Highnesses, the Prince and Princess of Wales, for Labyrinth, a royal premiere. It's 10 o'clock and we join ITN for the latest news.
President Reagan tells the arms inquiry, get the facts. The Attorney General tells MPs, I won't resign on the spy affair. The Speaker finds out if House of Commons phones are tapped. A boy died sniffing a solvent, the shopkeeper's jailed. And a mayonnaise knocked down for nearly 8 million. Good evening. President Reagan insisted today he wanted the truth over the Iranian arms deal. He said he'd welcome a special prosecutor, as employed at the time of Watergate 13 years ago. He was considering a special recall of Congress, which last happened 38 years ago. And he told his National Security Council there should be no covert activities until after the administration's inquiry is over. The chairman of that inquiry, Senator John Tower, said it would be coldly objective.
Ronald Reagan, back at his beleaguered White House after a 4-day holiday, has vowed, although the sharks are circling, I will not crawl into a hole. In an interview with Time magazine, he's defended his own actions in the Iran affair and praised Colonel Oliver North, sacked from the National Security Council for channeling arms money from Iran to the Nicaraguan Contras. The president described him as a national hero. Colonel North is among witnesses due to testify at a secret hearing into the affair started today by the Senate Intelligence Committee. At the same time, the president met the 3-man review board he's appointed to probe the workings of the NSC, using the occasion to underline his determination that all the facts will come out.
If we're to maintain confidence in our government's foreign policy apparatus, there must be a full and complete airing of all the facts, and I am determined to get all of the facts out and take whatever action is necessary.
Despite such assurances, the questions persist. Chiefly, did the president himself know about the Contra connection?
I've answered that question. I'm not going to take. We have a meeting now to go into, but I answered that question a couple of times.
The role of the review board itself is in question. It will investigate the workings of the NSC, but not the Iran affair specifically. And board chairman John Tower used to employ Robert McFarlane, the former NSC chief who negotiated with the Iranians.
I intend to pursue this inquiry with cold objectivity. My loyalty to my country exceeds my loyalty to any individual or any partisan endeavor.
Vice President George Bush will discuss his involvement in the affair this week. His presidential ambitions could evaporate amid allegations that he played a central role. And Senate Republican leader Robert Dole went to the White House today to argue his case that the president should reconvene Congress now, a month early, to form a Watergate-type committee to hold one single investigation to clear the air.